fished on a dragon scale, and that's what started Dragon Tales. Around the room the dragons flew, but Emmy and Max knew what to do. They climbed on the backs of their dragon friends. Now the adventures never end. Dragon Tales, it's almost time for Dragon Tales. Come along, take my hand, let's all go to Dragonland. There's Ford, he's the biggest, not the brave of heart. There's Cassie, so shy, also very smart. There's Zach and Wheezy, and these tales are fun, 'cause you know two heads are better than one. Dragon Tales, it's almost time for Dragon Tales. Come along, take my hand, let's all go to Dragonland.
Frozen in a time and space divide. But how would the universe survive? Dark daughters of the 24th and one half century, protecting the powerless and the weak. Dark daughters, he's fighting tyranny in the 24th and one half century.
On the road, far from home, but you don't have to feel alone. Brave and strong, together we will be. It's our destiny. We will be heroes. We can change the world if we try. I go where you go. Forever friends, you and I. We will be heroes. Battle Dimension Pokemon.
You know, I just felt the need. I just felt the need. Never heard this. That's why your childhood is terrible. Your childhood's a misery if you didn't like wake up either on a Saturday morning or on like a regular weekday, and right before you left for school, you heard peak. That was peak. It was peak. And it's amazing to always hear. I'll never understand you people who get old and be like, oh my God, I miss being a kid. I miss the feel of being a kid. What the hell is wrong with you? Everything you did as a kid, you could do now as an adult. Less restrictions. Everything you did as a kid, you could do now as like a 30-year-old. Oh, but it won't have that same feel. Why not? I've been rewatching Hey Arnold. I got the same feel. Motherfucker, I remember rewatching Clifford the Big Red Dog. Got the same feel. Can I not go to work? That's what free time is for. You ain't got to do it every day. You ain't got to do it every day. You just got to take the moments in. That's why I wonder if I were to end up in the circumstance of becoming a parent. Jesus Christ, is Christmas gonna feel fun? This is like you're giving that wonder to another generation of youth. It's amazing. That sounds awesome. You motherfuckers fucking make kids just to hate them when they get older. Something's wrong with y'all. But on this side of the turkey neck, everybody always tried to hit me with that, don't rush to be old. For what? I don't miss being a child. Having to wake up and put on a fucking school uniform to go and be surrounded by a bunch of motherfuckers I didn't like? Jesus. Oh my God. Oh, but you had so much fun doing it. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I don't miss being a child. I'm glad I'm not that anymore. I have all the free time to make money. Like, The only way I'm not gonna make that joke. I can't make that joke. I can't make that joke. I can't make that joke. I cannot make that joke. Good morning, ladies, gentlemen, suspicious, auspicious creatures that roam the land. I have the zoomies. See, I was supposed to fall asleep 2 hours ago, but I'm still here. You're supposed to sleep at night. That's for pussies. That's for people who have stable lives. We don't have those here. I am unstable. Did something happen, or did you just say fuck it? Look at the title of the stream and you tell me if something happened. you look at the title of the stream. Zombie Leon? No, absolutely not. I'm actually fully functional. I'm actually surprisingly fully functional. You would be actually able to tell me. You would actually be able to tell me. I would be able to tell you. Jesus Christ, I'm not making myself look good. When you get past sleepy and that insomnia. Well, the problem is I'm not sleepy, nor is my insomnia kicked in. I know when that kicks in. It's a feeling. It's a feeling in the chest. I've been aware of it for a long time. And it's not hitting right now. It's because I'm wide awake. Now, the likelihood of me probably falling asleep at any point during the day is probably now going to have to happen between the hours of 12 and 1. That's probably when I'm going to shut down for the full day. Because, you know, daddy doesn't work when the sun's out. Daddy despises when the sun's out too much. You think you're fine, but your brain's been running on fumes for a while now? Well, that's your parasocial look on it. But considering that I know how my body works, I know what's going on here. Rape somebody else, not me. Boys. Hello. Now, my allure to the subject matter is getting very thin. Because in my head, maybe I'm just the crazy person, but in my head, and it just could be me and everybody could disagree, the topic of the DoorDash girl is over for now. She's gonna go to court. She's gonna get arraigned. They're gonna potentially deal out any sentences, or they're probably gonna go through the process of, if you fail to prove your innocence, you're gonna get this punishment and all that. For now, it's over. But the one thing I did not factor in is the potential for people to start giving their opinions once it came out that this woman had been arrested. And I was sent this with the added image of something else and was told, watch it until you feel the need to pull up the second image. And you know what? I'm feeling it a little antsy for some stupid right now. So, beautiful looking woman, what do you have to say?
I heard the DoorDash girl got arrested, and quite frankly, I'm not surprised. We know that
As
reporting him
everyone
posting
shouldn't be.
online was a crime.
Yes. I don't need to watch the rest of this. The rest of this should hold no weight to me.
We've covered that like a million times. This isn't shocking. No, I still think that we're focusing on the wrong part of the story here. Because yes, it was wrong of her, as we've all agreed since the very beginning, to record and post him. But I'm still worried about the precedent this sets based on y'all's reaction and y'all's behavior.
Stop. No. You can't. I feel like I know what I'm about to hear. I'm about to hear, oh, you all reacted by criticizing her. Oh, you reacted by shaming her. Oh, you reacted by not believing her story. Madam, and I despise how this also ties into that brick story. I am not about to sit here and play the game of being demonized for saying a story kind of doesn't line up the way it's being presented. And the way I could easily debunk anybody's criticisms for mocking the woman is by pulling up DoorDash's statement where they tell everybody she's fired because she broadcasted that to social media. If she would have just given it to DoorDash and the police, it would have been over with. Maybe she would have kept her job. Maybe he would have not been able to be on DoorDash anymore, and that would have been the end of it. Maybe he had a health risk. Who knows? But the confidence to say, oh my God, y'all's behavior. No, because this is not our fault. We didn't do nothing. We're the victims in this because we had to sit here and listen to a woman, I'm the victim, her way through talking. And after she got chewed out by everybody who turned on their thinking caps, she suddenly realized, hello, my name is, I don't know her name, and I am the DoorDash girl. You know how her attitude changed? Because now she has to present herself in a professional manner so that she could prove her innocence of going up to somebody's doorstep and recording them and doing so, broadcasting that online. But continue.
I've been seeing the memes, the jokes, the laughing at her, the ridicule. When at
Yes.
the end of the day, she walks up to this house with the door open and a man has his junk out. Now,
Okay.
everybody's defense of him still predicates on the fact that he is asleep. Do we know he's asleep? No, not with any confidence. We know that his face is covered. We know that his genitals are out. We know that the door is open. That is what we know. Now, logic would dictate from all of us, not the court of law, but the court of public opinion, that that is a weird thing to do. That
No one, this is another thing. I get it. We're all giving our opinions online, but the court of public opinion don't really mean too much in this case. I get it. When things happen in the justice system and people are treated unfairly, they turn to social media in hopes that public pressure could dictate an outcome. It's happened before. It's not going to be a thing that stops. But here, public opinion doesn't matter because the statement from the employer is how we book in this for everybody.
best case scenario, that is concerning behavior. Worst case scenario, that's predatory. But instead, in y'all's reaction to all of this, the laughing at her, the making fun of her, the demeaning her, the belittling her, you have now given a green light for men who like to do this to get away with it.
Okay, I feel like this is a perfect time to pull up this second screenshot here. And I quote, on the above date, time, and location, I responded to a public lewdness complaint. Upon arrival, I spoke with Olivia Henderson, who stated that she was door dashing last night at an address that has been scratched out. And when she arrived at the address to deliver a Wendy's pickup, the male who ordered had his front door wide open and he was sleeping on the couch with no pants on, which, if this is supposed to be official documentation from the officer who had to file this, it puts to bed this silly little gimmick that has been pushed by people who still have not given me any information to believe in it, that I saw her push the door open. Oh my God, I saw her push the door open and she's at wrong. And yet, when you ask these people, show me, where did you see that at? All of a sudden, oh, it doesn't matter where I saw it at because that's not important. Excuse me? Critical information that would either strengthen or destroy people's arguments is just out in the yonder. Nobody can find it, and you saying you have it or you saying you've seen it, but now you don't remember where you've seen it. I know I was born at night around like 10 o'clock in the evening, but I wasn't born last night. So you're going to have to try a little bit harder. And again, it needs to be stated, she's a dumbass for broadcasting this to social media. He's a dumbass for falling asleep with his nuts out. But let us keep reading. Olivia stated that she left the food on the front porch and left. She advised me that she called because she did not want this to happen again to another female delivery driver. I then responded to address that's been blurred out and spoke to Austin, last name, who's been blurred out, who stated that he had gone out last night to the bars. He stated that he woke up and realized that his front door was open and he saw the photo Olivia left of the food being delivered and his door open with him laying inside. Austin stated that he thought he had shorts on in the photo and did not realize that he was actually naked. Austin stated several times that this is not a normal for him and that he was sorry that it happened. I advised him that at this time there are no charges. However, if it becomes a recurring issue, he could potentially get charged. He stated that he understood and that it would not happen again. And as it were to stand right here from documentation from October, it stands to reason that this man was drunk and passed out with his nuts out. And you know what? Sure. You get drunk, you get home, you get a little bit of the munchie, and you know, because you're drunk and not really functioning to stay up for delivery, you're gonna pass out. Okay, still doesn't mean you should be recording a man's nuts inside his own home and broadcasting it to social media and screaming bloody assault as if no one's paying attention to your stories. This strengthens more support towards the guy, because how in the fuck do you reach a conclusion of this man was doing this on purpose? Oh, he did it to get a rise out of her, when no one knew anything. That's not intuition. That's not even logic. That's you guessing for an outcome. But continue.
Let's say this man was not a flasher. Let's just say he was an innocent man, even though logic says that might not be true.
That's not logic. That's just you guessing.
But even if he is, other men aren't. We know that flashing happens on a semi-regular basis.
Sure.
DoorDash drivers talk about it, nurses talk about it, people
Sure.
who food talk about it, everybody talks about it. And now, all they know is that, oh, all I have to do is leave my door open and fall asleep.
See, that's not logic there. You're saying you're putting the air quotes and fall asleep because you want it to be, oh, that's a convenient excuse. And now all these other freakazoid men, they're going to order food, or they're going to go in the hospital and they're going to fake like they're asleep, and they're just going to have their nuts out. Like, oh, you see my nuts? Oh, you see my nuts? I would think if you were going to the hospital to do this, you would have to either pretend to be unconscious and be brought into an ambulance and then put on that spectacle, which you would be wasting potentially up to $4,000 for a skit that's not going to be beneficial to you. And then you got to do the other thing where, oh, I could get away with a kink. Let me just order food. Let me waste $30 because you fucking Americans do not want to cook the food in your house, and you just going to take your shorts off and you just going to sit there and you just going to wait. Like, that's not logic. That's just you guessing based off of other people's experiences. Could you not?
Ha ha ha. Because y'all are going to ha ha ha. At the end of the day, a woman at her job was made to feel violated because of the behavior of a customer. And y'all have just speed bumped over all of that to make fun of her for recording and posting it. After all the whole, oh, but all, victims should provide evidence. Y'all just don't care. And
No. See, the problem here is we're conflating 50 different things. You're talking about how people have jumped over and speed bumped through the whole process here, even though everybody says, oh, provide evidence and they provide evidence of that. Let me be the person to say that I would love it if people actually had the documentation necessary and went through the proper channels in making sure that they remain safe and that they acquire the right amount of justice for themselves without social media's input, because there's the likelihood that social media could help you. There's the likelihood social media will make it absolutely worse for you. And in this instance, don't bring up any other positive changes or worse changes. In this instance, this woman brought this to social media and it backfired on her, and it's her fault. She can feel like she was in a moment of being violated. I'm not going to take that away from her. My criticism will remain the same. You giving it to social media created this firestorm where it's going to backfire on you, where you're going to have, I believe I'm going to say this for the fourth time, your employer having to respond to everybody saying, hey, we fired you because you posted a man's nuts online. That is in violation of our social media policy. Because I understand that many people don't know how these companies work, but 10 times out of 10, you can't work anywhere and record somebody's nuts and broadcast it to TikTok and think you're going to keep your job after that. The only way that works is if you own that company or you fucking the owner of that company. And that woman was not. But continue.
still and will always be more concerned about the precedent that this sets as opposed to if she got arrested or not, because her getting arrested is not surprising. Y'all's reaction to all of this is also not surprising, but it is still disappointing.
How is it disappointing? It's the easiest outcome under the sun. When we live in a world where people are so fixated on hoping for an outcome without actually going through the steps to get to said outcome, you get people trying to circumvent every conversation and making sure that what's being said is what matters to you in the moment when it has nothing to do based in the actual situation. Yes, there are instances where women come on here and talk about something that happened to them and it's true and they get invalidated. Yes, there are men who talk about what happened to them and they get invalidated. Yes, these are things that have existed since the dawn of time because humanity sickens us all. But we're not about to use real stories and instances where people are treated unfairly or instances where people get 100% justice and tie it to a story where a woman feels violated, but she fucked up in making sure that she stayed safe. And the more this comes out, the more you're gonna see people trying their hardest to skip over certain parts of the story because they want to say it's your fault for reacting in a manner that's hilarious. You didn't take it serious because she got on here screaming bloody murder about being assaulted. Meanwhile, she's recording somebody without their consent in their own home and broadcasting it for us to see. I said it from jump. If she would have just felt unsafe and gave that to DoorDash and the police and stopped there, I ain't got no goddamn problem with this. It's really not anything for me to think about. But because I'm the victim in having to see somebody's nuts on social media, and I gotta have people yelling in my ear that I don't know what I'm talking about because I haven't seen this phantom clip of her kicking the door in, and know that pissant crop screenshots still ain't enough, I have to sit here and recognize that I'm the one who's hurt the most because I have once again had to lay the groundwork to be the most boring yet captivating soul in the subject matter because you people like to play the game of jumping through hoops to skip through the story instead of going through the entire story. And your boy's not going to go for that because while it is important to recognize that online people are going to react in ways that you like and don't like, what matters at the end, the middle, and the beginning is the truth and how it comes out, whether it come out fast or it come out slow, much like how most men have to come very slow once they get older because erectile dysfunction is a thing that every man worries about. Goodbye. You see how simple recording a YouTube video is? And motherfuckers sit in front scripts. I don't know how y'all do that. Where's my phone? I don't know how y'all sit in front scripts all fucking day. I don't know how y'all do that. I'd never be able to do that. Sickening work. Sickening work. You understand me? I would never. Who is this? Who the fuck is this first time chatter? What are you doing here? What are you doing here LOLing? Why are you here? It's Sunday. Go to church or get ready to fucking want to shoot yourself in the foot from watching football. These are options. These are options that exist. Calm down, my fellow Cajun. First of all, let's not think about ourselves too much here, okay? Let's not think about ourselves too much here, okay? What are you doing for the rest of your Sunday? Probably gonna watch football. And then probably do nothing else. Probably gonna watch football. And then probably do nothing else. Probably gonna watch football. And that's about it. Probably gonna do that. Probably gonna make that happen. Ay. Morning. Shut up! Who the fuck is the Coven Chronicles? That you getting high? Wow. First of all, why do I need to get high? I just get a little high. Just a smidge of high. Just a little high. Just a little high. Not a big high, just a little high. Just a smidgen high, not a big high, just a little high. I be so thrown off when I see all these new people festering into my goddamn fucking chats. I just be so thrown off when I see this shit. Like it scares me. It scares. Embrace them? Absolutely not. Embrace them? That sounds like assault, and I will not be a part of any of that. No. What does she want to happen? We, the court of public opinion, vouch for her to the very end. You see, the problem with the court of public opinion is that it changes on a goddamn dime. The court of public opinion changes on a goddamn dime. And the sick part is that at first, many people were of the opinion that she was in the right. And then that shit backfired on her. Yeah. And it worked. Now look, I'm gonna give y'all like a small prediction. Just to clarify, was she arrested because the guy she recorded pressed charges? Who knows? I feel like time could tell on that one. All we know is that her charges pertain to her recording that man and broadcasting it onto social media. Just so we're clear here. That's what those charges are for. Now, if he pressed those charges, who knows? But you know what else is disturbing? A man killing a woman.
Haley, thank you. We are learning more details tonight about the man accused of stabbing his girlfriend this morning on Old Hammond Highway and then setting himself on fire. Paramedics rushed Stephen Heinrich Jr. to the hospital with severe burns described as life-threatening. Officers found his girlfriend, 23-year-old Stacy Charles, stabbed several times around 2 o'clock this morning on Old Hammond. She did not survive. Investigators say after stabbing the victim, Heinrich then drove off, crossed into oncoming traffic, intentionally hit another vehicle, and then set himself on fire.
He deserves to rot. He deserves to rot. In hell. Stacy Charles fatally stabbed by boyfriend Stephen Heinrich Jr. Terrible name. Like, he had 6+ restraining orders from women he terrorized. Huh. Well, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about what I'm looking at right now? And you know what? I'm gonna record it just so I know. Let me tell you the craziest part about what I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at a story about a woman who is no longer on this earth, and it is very unfortunate. And I'm looking at these two people, the victim and the perpetrator. Why do I have just like this sneaking suspicion that if this story gains traction, somebody's going to be stupid enough to start having the useless conversation that doesn't need to be had? And you know what? I'm gonna go look for it too. The stupid conversation that you all know is about interracial dating and how, see what happens when you do this outside of your race. Nobody wants to hear that when their family member or anybody has been murdered. So before I have to see it trend in my algorithm, just wanted to put that in front of y'all faces. Because the last time this was a thing, I told y'all somebody was gonna do it, and then multiple people did it. And when I tell you I was struggling not to pull my fucking hair out, because maybe I'm the crazy one, but when I hear a story about like someone being brutally murdered by a former partner, ex, any of this shit, the last thing I want to hear is a take about interracial dating. Because when you sit there and try to be Captain, I love all people who date the same race, and I show you that what you're trying to cape for also occurs here too, then all of a sudden I'm anti whatever fucking skin color. I'm still waiting on an answer for any of you stupid motherfuckers who say I'm anti-black. What's anti-black about saying it's wrong for a black man to shoot and kill a black woman because she committed the cardinal sin of beating him in a basketball game? What's anti-black about saying that's wrong? You see the gap in silence? That's how long I have to fucking wait for an answer that I'm never going to get. Narrative needs to be perpetuated. I'm getting sick of people and their goddamn narratives. It's like, the shit's bad. End of story. Like, do I need a 20-minute spiel on race mixing? I don't think so. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think so. Do I need to hear some chip tooth fat motherfucker who clearly scares the hoes talk about how what happened when you date each other is? I don't know why I went Indian just now, but okay. Wrong and fucked up, man or woman. Hey, also, it needs to be stated. Didn't I tell y'all this was gonna happen again? Cause the last time it was a white woman and a black man, and the white woman killed him, and motherfuckers was like T-I. And then a black woman died by the hands of a white man, and black men was like T-I. You even had a guy sit there and lie on the woman who was killed, saying that she called black men bullet bags, which was something that was unfucking true. And when people called him out on that obvious lie, that motherfucker said, hey, women lie on men all the time, so how come I can't do it? And then y'all wonder why I hate everybody. With a straight face, y'all be wondering why I don't like everybody. I literally just be sitting here consuming the stupid that I see, and then y'all wonder why I walk away. And then I got dumb fucks being like, oh, Leon, stop being a fence sitter. I'm sorry. You want me to pick the side that constantly has to tone police everybody to the point where breeding is a microaggression and it's racist, or the side that's currently divided because they're all arguing about who should make the most money off of a dead body, and also ignoring the potential of Vladimir Putin having pictures of their president sucking dick. If y'all won't be something, could we possibly be fucking for real? So anyway, here's the top 20 cities with the highest STD rates. And I'm embarrassed to see my state on here twice. just throwing everything at y'all and seeing what stick. Somebody asked me, what's the vibe of your streams? Utter stupid shit. We just sit back, we enjoy our time for maybe like a good hour, maybe 3, and we just vibe. That's it. There's nothing else for us to do other than vibe. I mean, didn't make a makeup line with names pertaining to, okay, that has nothing to do with Sexy Red though. Where was Florida? Florida's 16th, and it's Miami. Of course it's Miami. Of course. Oh. Who's Sexy Red? Do you really want to know? Are you that invested in wanting to know? Are you truly that invested in wanting to know? Are you? Are you really that invested that you want to know? Are you? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm so thrown off. I want to watch this video again.
Bro, society's so twisted, bro.
I want to watch this shit again. I just gotta make sure that I remember that I watched this. I need to remember that I watched this shit.
Society is so twisted, dog. It's these stupid ass kids, bro. It's these stupid ass kids, dog. No respect over nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nothing.
Now, mind you, for those of you who don't know what this is, first of all, it's a black man. Second, it's a man who's very upset. And the reason he's upset is because recently the internet has upset him. And the one thing I can't stand about a vast majority of people online, it's when they pretend that it's their first day on the internet. There's something about that bothers me. Something about that just upsets me to my core. Because you shouldn't be sitting here pretending that it's your first day online. As you all know, Charlie Kirk is dead. And after all the nice little tributes and people lying about an entire football stadium paying tribute to him, the topic became just like him, dead. Which then gave birth to a new idea, memeing him and putting his face on various memes. I feel like this is the worst one. I truly feel like in my head, I feel like this is also a bad one because I feel like this is a porno. But you know, I feel like this is the funniest one. To me, it's the funniest one because it's like, why are you on King Von's face? It's just like in my head, that's all this is. That's all it is. To be honest, the Charlie Kirk thing isn't that deep. It's just regular internet meme cycle. Oh my god. I like this new character we got here. I like this new character we got here. I like this new character. This new character's getting it. This new character's got it. This new character's got it. It's just the fucking internet. I've seen memes on 9/11. Like, I've seen memes on 9/11. That's the ultimate fucking sign that this shit is open season. And if you think just because somebody died, it's going to protect them, you're fooling yourself. You are fooling yourself. And I don't know what that burnt piece of shit is on his fucking shoulder, but if he's a part of a fraternity, that's double fuck him. Rest in peace, Caleb Wilson.
Bro, ain't nothing off limits. We can't be human about nothing, bro. Nothing, dog. Bro, it's literally a damn trend on TikTok right now. They call it Kirkification, bro, where people are pulling up old memes and they use a Charlie Kirk AI filter and replace the faces with Charlie Kirk's face. Just some random, bro. Just going viral, dog. Hashtag Kirk.
Yes, it's red. You see, I'm loving the fact that I'm rewatching this. I gotta make sure because where are the comments? Erica Kirk recovered faster than Stevie. I can't get over this man being named Stevie. Like, you got stand up for yourself. Change your shit to Steve. I could Kirk less is still the funniest fucking comment. It's giving gay. Now that you know, prove it. The only reason this popped up on your feed is because you were looking for it. The algorithm. What goes around comes around. This is the funniest shit I've seen all week. Comments eating this man up. Stevie obsessed with his Zaddy Kirk. My white. The view's gone down. I could kill this. Sorry for your loss, white Zaddy. See, that shit tough. That's I'd be devastated if I was trying to like pay respects to a man and motherfucker said, hey, you want to protect your Lizzaddy. I'd be sick. I'd be sick to my fucking stomach.
Kirkify. Hashtag Kirkification, bro. You put that shit in on TikTok. It may be on TikTok already, man, because it is Kirk, bro. But you go to these comment sections of these videos, bro, on TikTok, dog. Like, I'm not familiar with any of these memes, bro, but look at this. What's the point? Fuck the point, dog. This is so twisted, bro. Go on stage. This is so twisted, bro. Like, this is a Black Mirror episode. I keep saying it over and over and over again, bro. This is weird in the
See, I'm glad I'm rewatching this. I don't think this dumbass illiterate nigga has watched Black Mirror for him to be saying this. Because if you say that, and then you look at this and you go, oh my God, like this is just so bad. Oh my God, we in the Matrix, bro. Shut up. Every fucking time I hear one of you ugly yuck mouth motherfuckers bring up the Matrix, you poison that movie for me. And I've never even watched it. I don't want to watch it because I don't want to fucking be indoctrinated into believing that, oh my God, the world is just like this shitty movie where probably something is in slow motion.
Matrix, dog, where you have kids out here dehumanizing people to this extent, bro. Bro got assassinated. Bro got took out. Bro got killed the worst of ways in front of the whole world to see. It can be replayed over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Even though it seems like it's crickets right now, as far as society goes, because ain't too many people talking about Kirk no more. You know what I mean? People distracted by what's going on, bro. When we come up with Kirkify to continue the distractions, bro. Like, to troll a man in his death is insane, bro.
Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie, y'all is distracted. Y'all, fuck, bro. Like, that's the only fucking person to talk about this year. Bro, we got Trump maybe or maybe not sucking dick. Like, I'm sorry. Kirk got to take his back seat. And I you know what? I feel like a hot take is in order. This is the best tea ever. This is the best tea ever. This is the best tea ever. Argue with your dead relatives that you're never gonna see again. This is the best tea ever. I recommend everybody go get it. I'm gonna die alone, aren't I? Listen, these streams go up and down every fucking time. Leave me the fuck alone.
Like, this is right there with the people.
You'll always have us, and I'm loading up the gun right now. Fuck that shit.
Celebrate his death, dog. Like, what is the point? You trolling the man after his death, 2 months after the mother, bro? Right? People gonna be thinking about this, talking about this with Kirk's death. But this is part of the Kirk story now. Kirkification. We part of that as kids. Like, I can't believe this, bro. I can't believe it, dog. Like, oh, it's about as twisted it can get, bro. Bro's family, loved ones, and motherfuckers.
I want y'all to, you know what? I feel like I could do this. Does anybody see the thumbnail of this fucking stream on YouTube? Listen and listen to me hard. Listen and listen to me hard. This is the thumbnail of the fucking stream on YouTube. Yeah. Listen, you gonna have to fucking unclench that fucking underwear from your ass, brother.
Out here trolling. Is the Kirk really dead?
Kirkification has to be the funniest I've ever seen on this app in a very, very long time. For those of you who don't know what Kirkification is, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's basically where you just take a regular old meme picture and you replace the regular old meme picture with a picture of Charlie Kirk. And this has resulted in the creation of so many of the greatest images I've ever seen with my own two eyes. Some of these images are genuinely funny. Some of these are so funny, man. This video is in no way, shape, or form to be.
Now look at this nigga face. This nigga sitting here thinking like, oh my God, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Bro, I want you to watch this shit normal speed. I want you to watch when he starts shaking his fucking head.
Any disrespect to Charlie Kirk or Charlie Kirk's family. But how the f am I supposed to keep a straight face when I see a picture of Charlie Kirk Simpson, bro? That shit's so fucking hard. I genuinely do not know who created this whole trend of Kirkifying images, but oh my God, you're a fucking genius. I don't know if you guys remember, people used to do this exact same shit with George Floyd for years and years and years.
Why are you shaking your head, you dyke? People did it, and I'm speaking for me. I really didn't give too much of a fuck about the George Floyd memes. I have no shame in telling any of y'all, when I saw Robot George Floyd, or as the kids call it, George Droid, I laughed. But what if that was your mama? I ain't got the heart to tell y'all, if y'all niggas meme the fuck out my mama dying, I'ma laugh my ass off.
The whole reason these motherfuckers did that shit to George Floyd was because they were genuinely hateful individuals. They just wanted to make posts to spread hatred. These Kirkification posts aren't really meant to spread that same hatred and racism that the George Floyd jokes were meant to spread. That's why Kirkification is so much better. It's not racist, and it's not meant to spread hatred in any way. It's just meant to be funny. Whenever I see a Kirkified picture of Bart Simpson turned into Charlie Kirk, I can't help but laugh. That shit's funny as
I like how he just slid that George Floyd.
He didn't slide it in. He looked you dead in your eyes and said it. That wasn't like a slid in thing. Like that wasn't a slid in thing. He looked you dead in your eyes and went like an extra minute saying, "Hey, remember what these motherfuckers did?"
Shit in there, man. I do saying the same shit about some George Floydification too, if I had seen it, but none of that shit came across my feed, bro.
I saw something in the comments of this fucking video, and I wonder if I could spot it again. Right here, now that you know, prove it. The only reason this popped up on your feed is because you were looking for it. You know, I have to look for shit in order to be aware, unless it beats my algorithm. And the only way it'll beat my algorithm is if it has something close to something else. Right now, there's a lot of pussy in my Twitter algorithm because I've been retweeting pussy like nonstop. So my algorithm's kind of cooked at the moment. Eventually, it'll go back to its subnormal state. But when I have to be like enthralled in the current topic, I actually have to look for it. And the reason why these Kirk memes are all over my algorithm is because I've bookmarked them, I've liked them, I've retweeted them, because it's fucking funny. I saw one and it flooded my fucking social media after that, and I loved it. I loved it. My YouTube Shorts algorithm has been nothing but people stealing content and re-uploading it with bullshit non-connected video to avoid breaking copyright, and it's pissing me off. You have two options. Delete. You actually have a few options, not two. Delete YouTube. Start pressing those three dots somewhere on the screen that will give you the option to be not interested in this, or cry about it. That's really it. What we gonna do? Oh my god, I'm pissed off that I'm seeing copyrighted material that's not even yours. It's not yours. What you gonna do about it? Are you gonna sue on behalf of Warner Brothers Studios when you see Bugs Bunny in an official Bugs Bunny cartoon being split next to what, Subway Surfers? What are you gonna do, Jeffrey? What are you gonna do? But it's content of people I watch, so tell them. So tell them. The fuck you telling me for? Would you, Markiplier? They got your content in YouTube Shorts. Hello? What? Jacksepticeye. Oh, they got your face next to Subway Surfer. Oh, hello? Oh, he hung up too. There's nothing you can do. I've given you your three options. You've chosen option 3, I believe. Have fun. You gotta have fun. You gotta have fun. I'm making conversation. Sorry for being. That's your problem. Don't be social. Don't do it. Being social will lead you down a path where you end up like this. Do you want to end up like this? Having such a fragile state of mind that you think a meme is somehow indicative of a fucking fictional TV show where you think your world is desensitized just because you watched it? No. Fucking Powerpuff Girls will come in the room and beat your ass. Oh, God. Y'all gotta remember, there's so much of me that never really gives too much of a fuck. Like, we got motherfuckers' voice went full whimsical. What do you mean? You trying to say I'm gay? Or just say I'm gay? I'm not. Because I could pull somebody's panties to the side with consent, and we could all see for ourselves. Is in the grand scheme. Leon, you might be bi at best. Your parasocial aspirations towards me hold no weight. With consent, I'm going to pull a woman's panties to the side. And I'm going to ravish that clitoris. Do you understand me? Somebody watched one of my videos recently, and for some reason, me describing the most sexual act possible and then adding with consent at the end of it fried them for some reason. It's like, was funny about that. Consensual sex is no laughing matter. It's a serious thing that people abuse, and that's why they go to jail for being rapists, because they do not operate in the means of consent. We don't joke about consent here. If you don't respect consent, I don't respect you. In fact, you're a rapist. Oh, one day somebody's gonna come in here and they're gonna hear me say all this shit, and they're gonna write a paragraph. This is very offensive. Oh, it's so offensive. How dare you? That's gonna be the day I click out. That's gonna be the day when I get irrationally mad for no reason. Just because how dare you come in here and try to woo-saw your way around this shit. How dare you? I'll fucking dare. Will you roast them? That's going to be the day where y'all actually find out that I have the verbal ability to wish the worst for somebody. Y'all think the shit I usually say is just like tame and coy and ha ha ha, Leon. That's so funny. What I despise is when somebody comes in and ruins the fun. And you do it on purpose. You instinctively take a moment where you could just ruin the fun for everybody. Everyone's having a good time, and you come in and you fuck up. You fuck up because your life fuck up. You come in and you spend your time with the whoosy whatsits and the whatsy whoosits, and you spend your time, just ruining the fun for everybody. Everyone in there, they laugh, they type the LOL, they type the XD, they're having hysterical fun time, and here you come sending paragraph. Do you think anyone wants to read that? It's 8 o'clock. It's 7:49 a.m. The sun just rose. Daylight savings time has fucked us all. We don't know when the sun comes up. We don't know when the sun comes down. We don't want to hear this anymore. We don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't. I just destroyed my throat all Diddy from doing that voice.
But this shit definitely did, dog. But to be sitting here memeing somebody after they got assassinated the way that they did, dog, and to claim it's just for fun.
It is. Where the fuck were you the years after 9/11? Where the fuck was this guy? Why aren't you making a fucking video every 9/11? When I gotta fucking see Wait, well, fuck that. Where the fuck was this dude a week ago when that Mamdani dude got elected, mayor of New York? And instantly, the first thing out of motherfuckers' mouths is, how could the city that experienced 9/11 vote for the man who did it? And I'm just like, wait, I thought Osama bin Laden was behind 9/11. That's what the history told thee. That's what the history told me, and make it so that I know that it was Osama bin Laden. Imagine being a preacher with a lisp. Like, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Hell has become mainstream. Not really. It's just this minute thing that goes viral on occasion. It just goes viral on occasion. Because really, the doldrums of society, they haven't really made themselves clear yet. Oh, God. Oh, no, I want to listen to our guy again. This is my favorite guy. It's my favorite guy to listen to. Because he's going to tell us about the Epstein files and why everybody's so selective. Now, this was before we found out that maybe Trump has got photos of him sucking dick. Maybe.
About the Epstein files is completely unreal.
The thing I don't like about the Epstein files is how people tend to sit there and be selectively outraged about it. You're going to sit there and tell me that you're only mad about this, that I'm mad about that. I'm mad about it all. I don't like it.
But the double standard on Republicans is always different than Democrats. No matter it's about...
What are you talking about? Megyn Kelly is sitting on her fucking podcast saying, oh, it's not really much of a big deal, a 5-year-old versus a 15-year-old. You know what? I feel like I'm misquoting that. Hold on. Let me get the actual statement. Let me get the actual statement. Let me not take words out of context. Let me not take words out of context. Now, the fucking Epstein fucking thing gets wrong thing. The fucking Epstein thing keeps being a topic, and the what bothers me is how people willingly try to change their stances. I had to listen to conservatives be like, oh my God, we're the party of transparency. We get Trump in, we're going to get those answers to the Epstein list. Now that it seems like every 3 weeks, it makes Trump look bad. These motherfuckers are like, why are we still talking about the Epstein list? Hello? I thought we cared. I thought y'all cared about victims and getting justice for them.
As for Epstein, I've said this before, but just as a reminder, I do know somebody very, very close to this case who is in a position to know virtually everything. Not everything, but virtually everything. And this person has told me from the start, years and years ago, that Jeffrey Epstein, in this person's view, was not a pedophile. This is this person's view, who was there for a lot of this, but that he was into the barely legal type. Like,
he's a pedophile. I love that y'all came up. That's like lesbian. You wanted your own word. You wanted to be female gay. You just gay. Oh, you're not what am I about to hear? A hebophile? Or you're still a pedophile?
he liked 15-year-old girls. And I realize this is disgusting. I'm definitely not trying to make an excuse for this. I'm just giving you facts. That he wasn't into like 8-year-olds. But he liked the...
Nigga said he's a predator with patience. Oh, my.
Very young teen types that could pass for even younger than they were, but would look legal to a
You're a pedophile.
passerby.
You're a pedophile.
And that is what I believed, and that was what I reliably was told for many years. And
You're a pedophile.
it wasn't until we heard from Pam Bondi that they had tens of thousands of videos of alleged forgive me, they used to call it kiddie porn. Now they call it child sexual abuse material.
Back in my day, they called it child porn.
On his computer, that for the first time I thought, oh, no, he was an actual pedophile. I mean, only a pedophile gets off on young children abuse videos. She's never clarified it. I don't know whether it's true. I have to be honest. I don't really trust Pam Bondi's word on the Epstein matter.
So we don't trust word, but we trust the word of somebody who we believe to be very close to the story. Ooh.
Or anything else.
Anymore. Yeah, so I don't know what's true about him, but we have yet to see anybody come forward and say, I was I was under 10. I was under 14 when I first came within his purview. Look, it's
pervert.
You can say that's a distinction without a difference.
No, it's not.
I think there is a difference. Yeah. There's a difference between a 15-year-old and a 5-year-old. Yeah.
I like how the first reply is she's quoting someone else, moron. You remember the graph I showed y'all of like people who have a high school diploma or nothing else and they vote Republican. They are calling y'all stupid, and it's like ever since I saw that, I'm recognizing that, you know, some of y'all not putting your best foot forward.
About the economy. Obama said for 8 years that the
What did Obama say for 8 years?
economy was broken, and that's why it took him so long to get it together, and people gave him grace. Biden said for 4 years the economy was jacked up because of Trump, and they blamed Trump for everything. All right, Democratic voters gave him credit. Now with the Epstein files, Trump, who didn't have to do anything on Epstein because...
What are you talking about? He didn't have to do anything on Epstein. He told you motherfuckers he would. He told you motherfuckers he'd release it. What do you mean? What do you mean? Did we not forget that in the same week that you had Trump saying the Epstein the whole Epstein thing, like the whole thing was a Democratic hoax, meaning the whole thing is not real, which means all you victims that came out and said, hey, I'm a victim. Yeah, you're not real. One of his fucking staff called Trump a fucking CIA operative. So which the fuck is it?
It wasn't during his presidency. This was decades ago. Right, we're talking about something that like it was yesterday. This was decades ago. Epstein is dead. Right? Democrats have had the government more than the Republicans have. Obama had it for 8 years. Biden had the government for 4 years. Democrats released nothing about the Epstein, said nothing about Epstein. But now, all of a sudden, the Republicans...
What is this weird cop-out? Like, oh, now all of a sudden you all care? Like, yeah. After you spent all that time while the Democrats ran the show saying, oh my God, the Epstein list. Everyone should be paying attention to the Epstein list. How come we've never gotten any clue about the Epstein list? The Democrats are hiding something. Not a shoe on the other foot. Not a shoes on the other foot. Not a shoes on the other foot. And when you sit there in 2024, you tell all these people we're going to be the party of transparency, yet you've dragged your fucking feet the entire fucking time with being transparent. This weird cop-out of, oh, well, the Democrats didn't drop it, so why the fuck you worry about it? You can't do that. That's your cop-out. And now that they have all the fucking signatures so that this could go to the House and then hopefully go to the Senate and then land on Trump's desk, now you Republicans have a fucking problem. It needs to be unanimous. Once this thing goes through that first step, it needs to be unanimous. And I don't give a fuck if you're a Democrat or a Republican. If you vote no on not release, if you vote no to keep the fucking Epstein files fucking unsealed, not released to the public, that's a problem. But let's say it goes to the next step. It needs to be unanimous, because if it's not unanimous, we got a fucking problem. And then if it gets to that point where it reaches Trump's desk, Trump has to sign it. Because if he doesn't, ooh, what are you hiding? ooh, I don't want to hear about the Democrats after that. I don't. That cop-out not going to work no more. That cop-out don't even work on me now. Because right now is the perfect time to prove the party of transparency. Shoot this thing directly to Trump. And Trump sign on the squiggly line. And once he do, I won't have to sit here and hear about a fucking group of, I was about to say leftist, right-wing influencers on TikTok posing with fucking binders. Because I didn't forget. Me no forget. Me no forget. Me no forget. I not forget. I not forget. I refuse. I refuse to let it be forgotten. I refuse. I refuse to let you fucks get away with this. I refuse. I refuse to let you fucks get away with this. These stupid motherfuckers. They sat there and posed with the Epstein Files Phase 1. They swore that they had the scoop of the century, and they did not. This was all publicly available information that they tried to pass off as breaking news. And then you wonder why they came out with the chart that says if you have a high school diploma or less, you are more likely to be these stupid fuckers here. You are more likely to be these stupid fuckers here. Because you are trying so hard to be truthful, you are fucking your credibility. And I'm still trying to figure out why in the fuck are women here? Because I thought, you conservative women, I thought the gimmick was you let the men handle this. Because the men are the leaders and you whores belong in the kitchen. That's what y'all try to book into these feminists. That's what y'all try to tell these feminists. Y'all try to tell these bullhorn nose ring bitches, you need to fucking dye your hair back to its natural color. You need to go find a man and you need to go service him because women are meant to be nurturers and men are supposed to lead you, you fucking baby maker. Where is it? Why are women here? You fucking conservatives are very finicky. Where are the men? I'm seeing 3 bitches on my screen. Yeah, know my gimmick. And this gimmick is only for conservative women because they're the ones who keep fucking they keep loudly fucking yelling this shit out. Get your ass in the kitchen and make that bad a sandwich. And then prop your ass up and let them babies get put in you. And after you shoot them out, don't fall asleep. Service that man and take care of those kids. Like you supposed to do. Because that's the world you want these fucking, these shishty liberal women to fucking live in. Why don't you lead by example? Oh, you whores are unattractive. Okay. I thought so. I thought so. I thought so. Mm-hmm. I carefully crafted that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, you know what's crazy? You notice how the one in the middle is like the loudest every time somebody says something about Trump is Quick? That's libs of TikTok. Where is the fucking tweet about Trump maybe or maybe not sucking dick? But that story not juicy enough for you? This motherfucker ain't even tweeted out it's a lie. Bitch, you the one with the binder. Tell us if it's true. Oh my. Oh me. How that one dude said? Oh my. Will we reach a rational middle? I'm assuming middle ground before mass tragedy or after? Neither. A mass tragedy could happen right now and you will not see people come together. Trump Trump almost caught a bullet between his eyes. We did not join together after that. Charlie Kirk got shot and killed in front of us. And it's not happened. Do y'all not see the beef between all these conservative social media content creators? We will not be unified under anything. These motherfuckers every fucking weekend are bombing boats. Now, boats with drugs in them, boats of motherfuckers trying to get across the border, whatever the fuck it is. Every weekend, it's a new video of these motherfuckers bombing boats. Black Pill Sunday, that's another problem. Listen, it ain't got to be Black Pill. I'm figuring out life via the means of all things, a quote from one of the greatest pieces of cartoon cinema known to man, Adventure Time. And you know what? I'm going to play it for you. I'm not going to show it. Copyright. But I could deal with copyrighted music. I would not be dealing with copyrighted video. We could deal with a little copyrighted we can do a little copyrighted music. We can't deal with copyrighted video. I'm gay and care not for legacy, but I have nieces and nephews and newly born grandnieces. Oh, well, I hope they live happy lives and then grow up to realize that, they're in hell. That's just fine. We all grow up and recognize that in due time. It's all right. It's part of life. It's part of that growing up process that we all feel deep inside. Now, about this quote, about this infamous quote, I've been operating my life very weakly based off of this.
Changing is their normal state, like us. Even if we're not changing on the outside, we're changing on the inside constantly. There's some stuff about me that I've been ignoring for a long time. I'm afraid of that stuff. But it's part of who I am. As long as I know the shape of my soul, I'll be all right.
That's how you operate. You're all gonna die. Figure your life out. and that is probably the most peaceful I could have ever been to you motherfuckers. Adventure Time wisdom? I mean, fuck. What else were you expecting? Were you expecting porn? Were you expecting porn? We truly screwed. Were you not paying attention? You're saying you could bully me, Leon? Listen to me and listen to me hard. Listen to me and listen to me hard. Your devious sexual kinks mean absolutely nothing to me, you liberal sissy. I am a very pristine individual. I do not dabble in your sexual desires. I want to find a woman who will allow me to consensually lather her in Texas Roadhouse butter and lick that shit off her fucking body from head to the clit. Goodbye, everybody!